Hey, check this out, man. We got a brother named Stan Wilkins. It's kind of going through these videos, man, and not just his videos, but just videos in general. And just looking what I'm seeing, dog. Like I'm into, and I'm gonna try to just bring this to y'all whenever I can. It's just different tips on how you know people make money. So for him, this brother's, the title of this video is "How to Live Rent Free in 2025." I'm sure some of the opportunities here are pretty hard to get to, but I'm sure there's some of them that are keys and things we could find. I watched the first probably minute of it just to be honest. I was just trying to see like if you know honestly if maybe there was like there was something that was wrong with the video or just whatever, you know what I mean. But this man doing numbers. Y'all check him out if y'all get a chance. This will not be a hating one of them hating videos and nothing like that. We gonna get into it, man.
Cool, it's your boy Stan. We back with another video, man. If you're new to the channel, you don't know who I am, man. My name is Stan Wilkins. I'm 23 years old, and I stay in a tiny home, as you can see behind me right here. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, man, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time we post, man. But yeah, man, as y'all can see right here, this is my tiny home. It used to be a storage shed. We turned it into a tiny home, man. Let me show y'all.
So we pretty much know it. We pretty much know what the hustle is. He looks like it was a shed. He built it into a tiny home. Looked like he's somewhere out in the south. I think we could probably find something out from this. Y'all think about different opportunities. You could think about you could even think about building something like this and like maybe building three or four more and renting them out. There's a lot of opportunities. I think something like this is one of those things that people don't know about because they haven't seen it pop up on Instagram. It hasn't been sensationalized yet. You know what I'm saying? And this young brother got to it.
As y'all can see right here, used to be a roll-up door right here. We took the roll-up door down and turned it into a wall. But as y'all can see by the thumbnail and the title of today's video, man, I'm gonna be showing y'all how you can live rent-free in 2025, man. I've been living rent-free for almost 2.5 years, man. It's been lovely, I can't lie. All right, man, so like I said, I'm be telling y'all how y'all can live rent-free in 2025, man. First step, before you do anything, before you even get a building, before you even get land, man, you want to make sure you do everything by the code, by the legal code of your state, to make sure you don't have to go back and fix nothing in the long run. You make sure you don't have to go back and redo something you already did, you feel me? Because the inspectors, they not going to play with you. So yeah, make sure, there go the roosters, man. Make sure you do everything by the code.
Yeah, he in the South. Peep what he's saying though, like peep all the info he giving you right now. Like that man giving you info right now. This is what I look for when I see videos like this. I don't look for. I don't need you to be a professional in your field. Meaning, I don't need for him to have 30 of those houses. I just need for him to know, like he got a notebook. He got a notebook and he's writing notes down on paper. Some people might say that's unprofessional, whatever. What it looked like to me is he's doing this for real, and he's just trying his best to give you that information to see how you could do it. Tiny houses, to be honest with you, something we was hearing about during the pandemic, but we weren't hearing about it in this way. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It seemed more like it almost seemed like people just wanted to leave the city and move in the middle of nowhere and just chill and just be off the grid, and that was it. But this right here makes me think you could do this like for a business. You get what I mean? Like this makes me feel like this makes me feel like this is something that you can monetize more. You know what I'm saying? Other people, it seemed like they was just doing it just to leave and just be out there and save money kind of thing. That was it. This seemed like he about to talk about getting to the bag. Let's rock out.
Code, make sure you do everything legally, and yeah, you'll be good. But if you don't know your state's code on something like a letter, electrical, plumbing, or installation, or something like that, you can Google it. It'll tell you everything you need to know, man. The next step would be to find land. Man, you gotta find some land to put your building on. Some of y'all might already have family that got land. You might have a friend that got land to let you put a building on it or something like that. Or if you got the funds to buy land, you can go ahead and buy you a lot, man. You feel me? However you want to do it, man. But if you find a friend or a family member that already got land, that's a lot of money you saving right there. You feel me? The most you might have to do is put in on land taxes or pay a lot fee, but that's way better than paying rent. I ain't gonna lie. So yeah, it's the second step, man. You gotta find some land. All right, man. The next step to living rent free is to find you a building, man. Whatever structure, whatever kind of building you want to live in.
He putting you
whether it be a storage building like mine or like a shipping container.
The man looks like he about to put us through finding a building, a particular type of building. He's not even about to focus on just how you go about saving money and all that. He's giving us tips and tricks. I'm probably gonna if y'all get a chance, hop on his. I'm not gonna tell you to subscribe. I'm gonna tell you to hop on his channel, search around and see if there's anything that you might like. Because what we talking about when we talk about motivation and mindset and like positivity and mental health and all that stuff, there's also mental wealth. Mental wealth starts with the mindset and having something to do and coming up with a plan and just getting that hustle. So much positivity follows with that. So I just wanted to throw that out there for y'all. When you start to think about how to get your pockets right, a lot of times mental health, good mental health it follows with that. You know what I'm saying?
Or something like that. Gotta find you a building to stay in, man. That's gonna be the next step. I see a lot of people in my city selling buildings like that nowadays, so it shouldn't be too hard to find you a building. My storage building is 12 by 24, so probably going for around 12 to 20,000 nowadays. So I would recommend putting a down payment on the building, then just pay it off as time goes. And like I said, that's a payment, but it's better than paying rent, man, because eventually that building's gonna be paid off, then you're gonna be living rent free, man. That's better than paying rent $1,600 every month, which never ends, man. You feel me? You can't never pay your rent off. You feel me? So yeah, put down a down payment on a building. Just keep paying it until you pay it off, man. You be rent free, man. You feel me? So yeah, that's the next step is find you a building, man. Next step would be to get the building transported, man, to wherever you're trying to stay at, wherever your lot of land is. That's where you want to get your building transported to. It does cost to get buildings like that transported. But like I said, it's better than continuing to pay rent every year, every month. You feel me? So it's a lot of little fees that you got to go through to get finally set up with the tiny home. But once you get finally set up, there ain't nothing you got to worry about, man. No other bills you got to worry about other than utilities and water and stuff like that. All right, man, for the next step, you want to make sure the building is strapped down. As y'all can see, we got the straps right here. It's going around the joist, and you got this big anchor going into the ground, so it's strapped down. It can't blow away or nothing like that. That's something you want to make sure of, because you don't want your building flying away, you feel me? I know some places got real strong winds and thunderstorms and stuff like that, so you want to make sure your building.
I want to know, he jumped into that. I want to know, like, what type, like, where he went. Did he go on Facebook Marketplace, or did he hop on Google or Craigslist or something like that? That's what I want to know.
Not gonna fly away, man. I mean, for the next step, like I said, you want to do everything by the code so you don't run into no problems in the long run. So you want to make sure you get you a builder's permit, man, before you start doing anything to your tiny home. You got your tiny home in place. You got to transport it to where you're gonna put it at. You got it strapped down. Now you got to get a permit before you start building anything inside, any kind of electrical, plumbing, anything you want to do to the structure. You got to wait until you get a builder's permit, man. If you don't get a permit before you start doing anything, if an inspector comes by and see you doing something to it, they know that you don't have a permit. They're gonna shut your whole operation down, man. So you don't want that. You want to make sure you get a permit and do everything the right way, so nobody can say nothing to you, feel me? When you go get the builder's permit, you can also add a new address. If you put your building somewhere where there's no address or something like that, you got to make a new address. You go to the building inspection office and create a new address for your place, man. That's what I had to do with my place. You got to have an address for anything.
I wonder if he says anything about like electricity. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about. I'm pretty sure he's going to talk about like how to get electricity. I don't know if he's doing solar, or like y'all. I watch a lot of like videos of people go camping and people do stealth camping and all that, and they live inside of a van that's decked out type of joint. So a lot of people talk about solar. I wonder if he's doing solar because he's got to be living off grid in a sense, right? So I wonder if he's doing solar, and then also I wonder how he's doing his water, like how if he's got live clean water. Is he doing gray water, black water, separate tanks, and all that type of stuff? I wonder how he's doing all that, and I wonder if he had to run a line because I know when you buy land, sometimes you got to run. They got to dig and run electricity to your spot and then run water. You got to get like a water pump, whatever thing that goes in the back. I'm trying to see what he's talking about. We're going to see.
You do, even for the inspector to come out, they got to have an address to come to. So when you go do that, when you go get your permit, you want to make sure you create an address as well, man. All right, so you got everything in place. You got your permit, and now you're ready to build. First thing you want to do before you start building is to get a temporary power pole. Luckily, me and my pops, y'all know we do electrical work, so we was able to do the power pole, the temporary power pole ourselves. And then the inspector came out and inspected the temporary power pole. Then it was good to have temporary power, you feel me? Just so we can work and get everything done, our drop cords and stuff like that. So if you know any trades and you setting up your own tiny home, them trades will definitely help you a lot, help you save a lot of money. So if you don't know any trades, I would go ahead and start learning some stuff, man. I ain't gonna lie. All right, man, so you got your tiny home in place, you got your permit, you got the temporary power. The next thing you want to do is get supplies to build, man. First is electrical, plumbing, installation, drywall, and stuff like that, man. You want to go ahead and get your supplies. And if you work in the trade, it's easy to come up on used supplies like old wire, old drywall that somebody's not using, something like that from another job. Like me, I got my kitchen cabinets from a job that we was working on because they was demolishing the house. So I just took the cabinets and put them in my tiny home, man. You feel me?
So I ain't gonna lie to you. This is screaming money making opportunity. So I know it say how to live rent free in 2025. This may or may not be clickbait. We're gonna find out at the end. I don't know. I didn't watch this video first because I don't like. I'm gonna be honest. When I watch like reaction videos, I could tell when y'all already seen the video first and then y'all reacted to it, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like when y'all do it. It's corny. So I didn't watch the whole video. But I'm looking at subscribers. I'm looking at how much content this person posts. So I'm looking at comments, content, likes, all that kind of stuff, and I'm seeing quality. So I decided to bring it to y'all. And if you see in the video, it mean it made the cut. But yeah, this is what I see so far. He has skills that a lot of us won't have, and that's fine. But the reason I bring that up is this is a time where he could use that. He can monetize that. Like if you can come across old parts and you got all the tools you need, and you know what I'm saying, and you don't have to buy everything, and you have the skills. You already have construction skills. You already halfway there, Cuddy. You already halfway there. Like, again, all of us ain't gonna have these skills, but some of us will. Also, some of us have the money to get it done. Some of us know people, you know what I'm saying? So think about this, y'all. If y'all are if you guys are in a specific scenario where, you know what I'm saying, you have money, you have liquid cash, and you're looking for a business opportunity, and you live somewhere that has land. Not the big city. This ain't gonna work for the big city, but think tiny home, think rental tiny home, think Airbnb tiny home. I hope I'm hitting the chord here on that.
So yeah, there's ways to save money when you build it. You just gotta think outside the box, man. You feel me? So yeah. Yeah, you want to get supplies, you want to get wire, drywall, insulation, pipes, and stuff like that. So yeah, that's be the next step, man. And then finally, man, once you're done with all that, you can finally get your building inspected, man. You might not always pass the first inspection, but as long as you know what you did wrong, you can fix it and then call the inspector back out and he'll pass you. Then once you pass your inspection, then you'll be able to get full power from the power company, and you'll be able to take the temporary power pole down and connect to the actual electrical panel of the structure that you're living in. And yeah, man, that's it. That's all the steps you need to live rent-free in 2025. Man, I know a lot of y'all out there paying rent every month. I know a lot of y'all want to know how you can live in something like this. I know a lot of y'all don't know the steps you need to take to get there, you feel me? So I'm here to help y'all. I hope I answered some of y'all questions. I see in the comments a lot of y'all are planning on moving into a tiny home. So yeah, man, I hope this video helped y'all out. If you're not subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you hit that subscribe button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment, and turn on post notifications so you get notified every time we post. Appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Don't let it be our last time tuning in. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video. We out.
All right, let's see what we got here, right? So let me see here. We're gonna ask. So this right. What I'm ready to do right here is ask like, I'm gonna ask AI a couple questions. If you guys don't know, you saw kind of how I got to this, right? So basically, at the bottom of your video, there's an area, whoever's video you on, there's an area down here, and it'll say ask. You'll probably see it on my videos too, and it'll say ask. I usually ask before I watch something, or I'll ask. I just depend on what I want to see, but it's right up here. You should be seeing it right up here. And it says ask, and basically what you're doing is it's AI, and the AI is it's already transcribed the video, and it knows what you're talking about in the video. So I'll ask, where do we find buildings tiny homes with I learned a long time ago, you don't have to be super on point when you ask the questions, because AI gets what you're talking about. So let's let AI do that thing real quick. Our storage buildings at around 2 minutes and 14 seconds. He says, I see a lot of people in my city selling buildings like that nowadays, so it shouldn't be hard to find you a building. Okay, so he sees people in his city. I'm not sure where he is, but he's seeing people. So I would say probably Craigslist. You could probably get cracking on Craigslist. Or you could probably just Google it, maybe Facebook Marketplace. See here. He talked about shipping containers in 2 minutes and 9 seconds. You see why this is valuable? He also mentions at 2 minutes and 9 seconds that you can use a shipping container or something like that. So you could probably type in shipping containers on Craigslist and probably buy them. You know what I'm saying? Is what he's saying basically. And I've seen videos where people did do that. So so these are good options. These are good options. Let me see here. So please list steps taken by author and list format. Oh, I'm gonna do this in very short and watch me not spell concise. Oh, okay. This format. Oh yeah, I didn't spell it right. See, I can't spell. I can talk, I can't spell. All right, let's see what let's see here. So I want to know what steps he recommended to take, just so we can just hit on that. So it gives us timestamps, which I like, and we got a 1-3-11. So the first thing he said was do legal research, understand and follow local building codes. So do research and find your building codes. You could probably Google that or find out where you can go meet up with somebody to find out that. This is all good stuff to know. This probably works everywhere. Find your land. So you have to secure a lot, which means you're going to have to purchase land. Find a building like a storage shed or a shipping container. You're going to have to transport the building to your land. So get that building delivered to the lot. Secure building. So you have to strap the building down for stability. You got to get a building permit. So that allows you to be able to build and do the construction. And you more than likely are gonna have you're more than likely have like another company probably take care of, handling all that. But all the build, I'm just throwing it out there. I don't know. Maybe you don't. Maybe everything's perfect and you don't need that. I don't know. But yeah, more than likely that's what you're doing. Let me change this up real quick. We're gonna change it up. Yeah, more than likely that's what you're gonna do. Whatever. So you got the builder's permit. Now you have to create a new address if you need to. So I remember him saying sometimes your lot won't have an address, which means it won't have it might not have a street. It might not be on a main street, but it for sure ain't gonna have a building number. So you need a house number. Temporary power, so you could set up temporary power for construction, so people could do the building and all that. Charge the power tools, whatever. You also gonna need power too, because after it's all built, you're gonna need power. And I'm not sure if he talked about how permanent power works. I'm not sure. Let's see here. Gather supplies, purchase or find building materials. He talked about that. Him and he actually works for a company where he does construction. He was able to get that. Let's see what else we got here. Inspection. So the second to last step is get the building inspected to ensure it meets codes. Okay, that makes sense. Sounds like something you're used to hearing if you heard anybody building any homes or anything. Connect power. Okay, so connect to the power grid once the building is approved. So he's not off the grid. He's not going solar. He's connected to a power grid. So he was able to go from temporary power to permanent. Yeah, so he had to probably run cables to the permanent power grid or whatever. So yeah, man, that's it. That's it. He did his big one. Could he have been more in depth? I can't honestly, I can't think of a video where I could say somebody couldn't be more in depth. I think that's just the reality. We could always be more in depth. But this is enough to get people thinking, to get me to want to just go back to YouTube and just search for some other shit. Like, to be honest, like, it's enough for me to want to do that. So I'm messing with it. Like, he's living rent free. He built the container. He put the container. He built on the container, but it was pretty much already built. He put it on land. I would say the thing he's still paying for, I would assume, is electricity. And y'all let me know, if I got this messed up. But I would assume he's paying for electricity, and he's gotta pay for the land too, unless he bought the land outright. Because what happens is you buy land, and then let's say you're getting a house built, you buy the land, and then you buy the house in a sense, right? By you have to pay for like materials and pay for a team to build it. And then once the house is built, the land, the amount that the land you still own the land, that loan and then the loan that you're paying off for the house to be built merges into one and becomes your your mortgage in a sense. That's what I was told, at least here in California. But if he didn't really have to pay to have it built, then I would assume he's just paying for land, in which case I guess it's cheaper than rent. I guess. But yeah, man, do local research, y'all. I'ma holler at you. I'll probably be coming to y'all with something like this more often. That way I can kind of show y'all, I don't know, these different opportunities I've been seeing. But I'ma holler at you, man.